Obviously, we're playing Elden Ring here, so one of the new Hall Alert games. So let's go ahead and get into it. Um, so, some stories, some big news, some big things, some big ticket items, some big ticket boys, some big ticket fellas, some big eaters, and some big chewers. You know, they got it all here. Heavy haul, heavy haul. So let's go ahead and settle down. Everybody settle down in the chat. The chat is going crazy right now, as you can imagine. The moderators are standing by for your calls and concerns and questions and comments. So right off the bat, as you can tell, there's a game going on in the background. Right down here. Right down there. That's Elden Ring, one of the most powerful games that's come out on the PlayStation and Xbox and PC platforms. Obviously, you know how bad I am at reading, so I think I'm going to say this right. Yeah, it is Elden Ring. So for the PlayStation 2, we have Elden Ring. So one of the one of the quintessential games to get if you are a gamer. So starting it off at 980 games. Wow. 20 away. 980 games. We have Elden Ring for the PlayStation 2. Heavy boys checking in with a heavy hitting title. This one is gonna turn heads. This one's a big one. You know it's C, you know it's I, and you know it's B. And we're also recycling and keeping the world clean with these recyclable cases. One of the new things that they added recently with their PlayStation 5 boxes. So you gotta love it. You gotta love what they're doing with the environment. Everything is fine currently. So Elden Ring for the PlayStation 2, big heavy hitter. So starting it off already with a $1,000 title. Regardless, we do have another PS2 title, another dungeon crawling hack and slash succotash suck my ass kind of game, which is good. You need these in your life. Obviously I didn't have them growing up in my life because I would have fucking loved every single one of them. A sequel, we got people racing outside. A little prelude to what is to come. If that came through, we got racers, we got spacers, and we got space casers. Coming in at 981 on the game counter. Champions, Return to Arms for the PS2. Legitimately a sick game. Couldn't pass up the deal. It was like somebody listed, it's one of them early morning pickups. You wake up in the morning, you check Mercari. Mercari says, hey, bud, I got a couple deals for you. Couple idiots place some shit online overnight. Nobody's looking yet. So I hit this one up for $35. It's normally like a $40 to $50 game. So coming in at 981, it's C and I and B all in the same fucking sentence. Complete in box. Champions, Return to Arms. Would have been cool growing up. It's like a Diablo hack and slash game. Plenty of characters to choose from. 7 races, 7 classes, 7 faces, 7 asses. So big power to this one. Very eco-friendly stream. Thank you for checking that out. As always, we will be recycling all the video games that we purchase and getting the nutrients, the plastic nutrients that the discs and the cases absorb. So as always, I'm recycling, so if you come by my house, I'll give you the address in the description below. You can go ahead and pick, if you want the games, fine, but otherwise they're going to a good place. They're going to recyclables, as they should be. So Champions, Return to Arms at 981. Like I said, I got it on a good deal. It's like $35. Game is normally, it's like a $40 to $50 title. I have the first one, Champions of Norath, so have I played either of them? I don't think so. Did I play this one a little bit? Yeah, it's great. It's so cool. I mean, I would have loved it growing up, but now I love to have it as a part of my collection because that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, is doing what you love and getting what you like and having a little bit of fucking fun along the way. So coming in at, wow. Okay, so we got a couple games here. So we'll switch it up to the Switch. because that's a thing that we love. So at $9.82, I ordered this game at Black Friday. So Black Friday, there's a couple deals that go on. I don't know if you guys know about that, but it's this new thing America does. It's called wheeling and dealing. So one of the things that they had was price errors. Every single fucking year, you gotta hit the price errors. So the Nintendo Switch, as you can tell, it has a Switch tax. So everything costs a little bit more because it's a little bit newer on the Switch. So anything that's ported over, anything like that. So like in the past, I got Diablo 3 and Doom for the Switch for the prices that the PS4 and Xbox One versions were going for. This was a similar case. So this game was out on PS4 and PS5 and Xbox Series X and Xbox One, I think. I think that's what it is. I don't know what's going on with Xbox. It's a weird system. But the game hadn't come out on Switch. And it didn't come out until March of this year, which is like this week. So I got it this week. So I have it sealed. I do want to play it, but I want to play the first ones first. But coming in on the Switch is Life is Strange True Colors. So kind of like it's what the hell do you want to call it? It's kind of it's a visual novel, but you play it. So it's like a drama essentially. You have your choices, your options, you're this and that, your yeses and nos. You figure out some kind of the mystery. So you figure out you have the psychic power of empathy. Yeah, right. Who the fuck has that in this day and age? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, she figures out when her brother dies of a so-called accident, she can find the truth and reveal the dark secrets buried by her town. So a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of a fun little, hey, who done it and who did it and why? So Life is Strange, True Colors. The first one is still getting remastered and remade and getting put on the Switch, so I'm going to get that first. Play through that, see how I like it. So until then, it's sealed in box, baby. It's CI motherfucking Eiled. And it's going to stay that way. What the hell number was that? Was that 982? I think it was 982. Let's see. 980, Elden Ring. 981, Champions Return to Arms. 982, Life is Strange True Colors. So, wow. Moving on. Another game. I wanted this back in the day whenever there was a little something called the Area 51 fucking B&E, I guess. The breaking and entering. AKA figuring out the goddamn truth. Back, when the world was okay, I guess. Which is funny to think that it was okay then. But the games, it went up in price, obviously, once it happened, because everybody wanted a piece of it, and video game collecting was going off. So, for the PlayStation 1, we're switching around. So now we're on the PlayStation 1. I have Area 51 itself. We'll never play it. It's a mouse compatible game, so I guess you can use a gun con as well. But I just always wanted to have it in the collection because it's hilarious. The joke is obviously, what is it, like 2 or 3 years past now at this point? Can't even remember when the Area 51 thing was a joke, but regardless, this is what it is. It's Area 51. It's a game, motherfuckers, and that's all there is to it. It's not an important one. It's not a cool one, but it is a game, and it is 983 on the list. So we're moving, we're grinding, we're in the teens. I'm 17 now, and I'm pissed off because I ain't even old enough to buy cigarettes back in the day when you could buy cigarettes, Gene Sebastian cigarettes when you were 18. So, Area 51, 17. I'm going to hop around. So I'm going to go according to price, which is showing how much this next game is going to be worth. I'm going to hop around to the PlayStation 5, a brand new game that came out last week. I didn't pre-order it. Dude, it would be great if... so, it's a rail shooter, so absolutely not. It's like, you can't see any of that shit. It's so bad. It's so old. The graphics are trash. It's a shooting game, so it's like a arcade shooting game. So, you'd have a gun con and you would shoot at the screen. So impossible and pointless to play with a controller, so I'll never play it, but I love to have it because I am a freak like that. Probably can Naruto run with a couple cheat codes though. So we'll see what we can fucking pull up with that. So regardless, PlayStation 5 new game came out last week. I was on the fence about it until the day it came out, and then I bought it like a fucking idiot. So I didn't get any of the pre-order bonuses, but I still got it because of how goddamn clean this looks. This whole generation of consoles is all about the white theme. Not anything to do with anything, but like all white, like my headphones, the Xbox Series S, the PlayStation 5, the Switch OLED. I just love the theme of it. So this game looks so clean. I haven't even opened it yet because I'm super nervous too, because I have I figured out that I have a fear of opening things that are shrink wrapped, because then I can never shrink wrap them again, and I can never have that feeling of opening them up again. So, Gran Turismo 7, the 25th anniversary for PlayStation 5, an absolutely gorgeous looking cover, and this is a slip cover because it's I'm gonna be playing this one. I wish that there was a Toyota Camry to drive around in, so that's something I've already messaged Sony about that. That's what I'm saying, dude. Grab Turismo by the horns, baby, because we got it. Now, I know what you mean. I've typed grab Turismo about 1,000 times in text. Dude, it's a very clean. So the 2 and the 5 being blue and red. The steelbook is that same color. So this comes with the game disc. You got the steelbook case, a full game download voucher for PS4, which would be interesting. If it's a different code, I can essentially resell it and get some money back. But if it's the same code that I would put in to get the other items, then I'm kind of shit out of luck, which is probably how they do it. So the other things I get is 1 million in-game credits. So I'm going to be a millionaire faster in this game than I will ever be in real life. I get the Toyota GR Yaris. 30 partner PSN avatars, so officially licensed cars, avatar brands, which is cool. And then the official digital soundtrack, which probably rips because there's nothing cleaner than a video game soundtrack for racing games. So very excited about that. Not a fucking problem at all, dude. I had to make fun of it because I've texted it 1,000 times since the games came out, so I know exactly how it happened, why it happened, and because of it happening is why I had to fucking point it out. So Gran Turismo 7, we'll be playing that eventually. I'll try and play it on the stream. I think it'll be cool to play on the stream. You know I'm a racing guy. You know, at the end of the day, let's talk about it. Nicktoons Racing, wow. Let's talk about Lego Racer. Wow, incredible stuff. Let's talk about Toy Story Racer. Garbage game, dog shit in hell. Why the hell do I have that game? Oh yeah, it's the best and most valuable Disney game out there for PS1. A little game called Looney Tunes Racing, probably one of the best fucking games that's ever existed on the console. There is a new Lego Racer, yes. There's a new Lego Racer coming out. It's going to be great. There's a new racing game coming in the mail. And boy, does it hit the marks. And I'm hoping to God it's good. I'm hoping to God it's good. Because if it's good, then God is good. And that's all I care about. So 984, by the way, Gran Turismo 7. We're 16 now. We're getting younger. I'm Benjamin Buttoning the fuck out of these last games. Big heavy hitters. So this one, Gran Turismo 7 Steelbook 25th Anniversary Edition, retails in at $90 clean. And it doesn't even scratch the tits off of this next game's value. So, the heaviest hitter, instantly going into the top 5 of my video game collection for the PlayStation 1. This one, I got locally. I actually got it. Facebook Marketplace had it. I couldn't believe it for the price. The guy was asking $220. I wanted to pay $200, so I gave him an offer of $180. He said, "There's one guy in line." I said, "Fuck, okay." Didn't get that. That's fine. Then later on, I will not talk shit on Lego Racer. By the way, I do like Lego Racer. It's not Lego Racer that I hate. It's Toy Story Racer, dog shit game. But anyways, this game threw him an offer $180. He said, there's one guy in front of you. I'll let you know, and if that happens, it happens. So then this is like Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday, I think, rolls around. He says, no, it's Thursday. Thursday rolls around. He says, hey, the other guy hasn't responded. Would you like to meet up today? And would you do 200? I said, absolutely, and fuck yeah, dude, of course. So this game coming in instantly into the top 5. Let's go ahead and check. I want to make sure that this is still in the top 5. Ian, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. So at late start to the game here today, so I apologize for that. Still in the top 5 in game value. So coming in, PS1
Video
heavy hitter. Top 3. Let's see. Thank you and bless you and God fucking bless you. It's my number 4. So the heavy hitters I have on PS1 will not be touched. They're the highest hitting games for the system. This one's coming in at the 4th highest price for PS1. So with no further ado, Tales of Destiny 2 for the PlayStation 1. You know it's a JRPG. You know it's one of the original Tales of games that came out in the States. So Tales of Destiny 2, fully voice acted, animated cutscenes, 2D battling, but definite weeb moment. But yes, one player, but it has multi-tap for 1 to 4 players, which is huge. So Tales of Destiny 2, discs are immaculate, clean discs. Manual intact, beautiful. It almost has that little crustiness of that new manual. You know, whenever you open up a manual, nobody knows because nobody's fucking opened up a manual in the 21st century. But anyways, it's so pristine, it's like nobody's ever opened it. I say crusty, but I really mean pristine mintiness. So obviously the exact opposite of what I said initially. And then it's a 3-disc banger. So we got 2. So the value has just essentially plummeted to about like a third of its value. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck off, by the way. Nobody gives a shit. Video games are video games, baby. The value is inflated. The value is fake. Look at these babes, though. They're probably fine to say that. Regardless, Tales of Destiny 2. Big one. Big game to include on the list. Will be a future Gamers Summit game, hopefully. It's a 3-disc banger. It's a clean one, too. The discs, this is the one that I dropped. It is immaculate. It's hard to see scratches on a black disc, the PlayStation 1, but this is cream of crop. I don't think they ever got the disc 3 kind of previous owner. So, really happy to have it. Tales of Destiny 2 concludes the games at 985 for now. There is one more game that I have. It is not just a game. It is a anticipation that is incredible, and I finally have it. So 985 is the game's number we're at currently. We're going to take a little segue. The reason why I started with Elden Ring tonight is I could not play the Xbox Series S in its current form. It's not the original case, no. I salvaged. I do have the original case that it came in. It had cracks on the front, and the back here. And this is so it's a case from a PlayStation 1 game, so it's authentic and it doesn't feel like, you would know CD cases, Matt. Some CD cases, they just feel like they were made in a different era when they were flimsier and slippier. That's Pittsburgh geese, baby. But anyways, this is a salvage case from a other PS1 game that I have, a 3-disc banger that isn't as valuable. It's a $20 game, so I figured switch that over. It's all good. Don't worry about a dang thing. We haven't even hit the heavy hitters yet. So the heavy hitters, Tales of Destiny 2 heavy hitters. So clocking in currently at a whopping 339 pounds, a heavyweight. So big get to have in the collection. Winding it down to 1,000 games. That's kind of going to be the most powerful game I'm going to have for the last 15 games. So I apologize for that. But anyways, taking a step back to July of 2021. There it was. A boy with a dream. A boy with hope. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up, Drake? We're in the midst of one of the most powerful hull alerts of all time. Happy you guys could be here. Take it back to July of 2021. There I am. I'm young. I'm spry. My knees work. Everything's going great. The world, not so much. I'm wearing a mask every day. I got the maskne, which is the acne of the face where the mask is. I'm living high on the hog in Maryland, and I have ideas, and I'm thriving with ideas, and I say, wow, what the hell is Kickstarter? I go on Kickstarter, and I'm immediately, I think it was hit with a targeted ad. I just bought the Xbox Series S, so everything was kind of hitting in stride. I think I got the Series S like a month or two ago, and then boom, Kickstarter says, hey, flip screens? I'm like, dude, I know flip screens, my dude. Like, let me talk to you about flip screens. I got a PS2 flip screen in front of me. I got the PS1 flip screen behind me. I flip for screens, baby. LCD is my fucking middle initial. Okay? So anyways, July of 2021, it says, boom, Australia wants to give you something you never even fucking imagined to have. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, Australia? Where's that country at? So obviously already right off the bat, I'm a fucking idiot. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that dumb. I can make a joke about life and its sorrows and whatnot. But anyways, regardless, July of 2021, I go in on my first Kickstarter I've ever kickstarted. Boom, kick the tires. The tires have been kicked. I get updates. I think there's about 30 updates. They were good and clean. It was one of those ones where it's like the Kickstarter was already met. They had like the lowest goal of like $5,000, and they sold a bunch of these. So they they had like 56,000 by the time I got to it. So it wasn't like one of the earlier adopters, but it was actually there was one left on the early adopters. So maybe I am. So I bought the earliest adopters, got it at the highest discount that they'll ever have it for, unless they, they'll go out of business or whatever. But here we are today, March 9th, 2022. So July 2021 to March 9th, 2022. I had bought this item. I had waited for this item. I was excited for this item. This item has come. So without further ado, the reason why I'm not playing on the Xbox Series S and playing Bully tonight is I have this currently set up. And one thing, the only detriment is that it can't have an external hookup once it has been hooked up to this item. So, here's my Xbox. Okay? But if you look at the top, you don't have the speaker, aka the exhaust fan. You see this little symbol. So this is the symbol for the XScreen. So this is a device that I kickstarted, and it is a flip screen 1080p monitor that goes on the Xbox Series S, so that this can be a totally portable and usable item. So let me go ahead and plug her in. And turn her on, because it's pretty dang cool. So the screen obviously is a little smaller than I thought it would be. So here's my hand next to it. So, but the system is so small, and really whenever you're sitting in front of it, like a laptop, it's an 11.6 inch monitor. So it's not quite your 13-inch laptop screen, but it's wider than that, I believe. So it really is it's incredibly cool to have such a powerful system and I'm talking over or inside of this screen, but so there it is, the Xbox, everything works. It's very cool. You still have, so you have the power button and the expansion bay still available. Not the power button, but the power outlet spot. Screen looks great. Obviously, you're not going to see it too well in this, but it's everything you want. And then there's So there's volume. You have volume. You have tons of other options. And yes, so the one thing, and I don't think this will show up, but there's a reticle that you can put onto it, so you can have like a little cheat guy for your FPS games if you want to. I just found out how to do it, so I'm like toying with it now. But if you want to have a hit marker, or rather a reticle on your screen at all times, you have that ability, which is very cool. So yeah, the Xbox Series S, and what's the coolest thing about it? So it has technology inside it. I don't know why I look so red right now. That's actually hilarious. But anyways, sorry, excuse me. Whenever you close it, they actually put technology into it so that it turns off the Xbox. So, if you have it running, the exhaust fan's obviously going to eventually heat up the screen and turn it off. So instead, they have it so that you can power off the system just by closing the screen. So then there you have it, and you have a fully portable Xbox Series S. It rules. So these are the latches on the side, and then they're just thumb screws, so you can screw them off and screw them on. That just allows additional support so that it doesn't come loose from the HDMI hookup, and everything else works 100% flawlessly. So a very cool design product and everything. The screen is able to open up all the way, so they actually have like 3D printed out like little legs that you can put it on, so it can stand straight up like that. So that's cool too. And then they also have a proprietary case. So I didn't get any of those, but I might, honestly, at this point. But yeah, so that is the Perifffs. A big Periff there. So Xbox Series S, it's called the XScreen by UP-Spec Gaming, or UP-Spec Gaming. Very IP hacker friendly. Very, very IP hacking friendly. You know, I've already done about multiple IP hacks. Fortnite, obviously, I'm going to play so much Fortnite while on that thing. Because, dude, I love Fortnite. So that one, and Drake, I hope you stuck around. I hope you're here. I'm glad you're here. Because this one is important, and I think you would love it. This is going to be 986, so there is one more game. This game, so you know how July 2021, long time ago. Let's go all the way back further. Let's go to January of 2021. Drake, this game has been a classic for us for so long. We lost it at one point, and we got it back digitally and physically. And so I figured, why not go all the way? Why not go to the fucking moon on this purchase? So I did just that. In January of 2021, Limited Run Games announced the launch of a classic game that I love. Drake introduced me to the series, so I'm glad you're here for it, buddy. The series I'm talking about is Scot Pilgrim versus the World. The game is Scot Pilgrim versus the World, the game. The music is by Anamanaguchi. And in January of 2021, they released it physically. Limited Run Games did, that is. Since then, a lot has changed. It's been a year and a couple months. So the game also got released in Best Buy. The game got released physically almost everywhere. The game went down to $5 for a day at Best Buy. So the game has lost a shit ton of value. But this version of it is the cream of the crop, the top tier. So let's dig into it without further ado. 986, Scot Pilgrim versus the World, the game. Sorry, I have the UP-Spec XScreen box. So there's that. Hi, how you doing? Regardless, at 986, Scot Pilgrim versus the World, the game, the KO edition from Limited Run Games. So, wow, this took a while to get here. This was one of the stupidest purchases I made, and one of the times where I bought something so long ago that I even forgot how much I spent on it, and I spent a good amount on it. This came in at $140, so really, when you think about it, not too bad. But the game, was a $35 game max, $15 digitally. So, this game came in at $140. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the KO edition. So you got a full-on cardboard sleeve. What that's covering up, so this is like, it's not paper, it's straight up cardboard, which is great because it'll stay strong and stay sturdy. So let's crack this bad motherfucker open. So we have a straight up gig case. Like, this is wood and metal. This is not like chintzy. This is leather around the sides, so it's not like metal around the sides. You got the straight up case, handle. It's heavy too. It's like seriously heavy. So you got that. You got the branding on the side. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. And without further ado, the audio or the main show of the evening is this. So, every time you open it, I mean, it's the music by Anamanaguchi. It's a LED light show display. Let me go ahead and wipe because I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm smiling like a motherfucker. So, yeah, I mean, it plays the music. It's got the light show. So that's just the beginning of it. So that's this little guy here. So you got your batteries. You get a little sheesh going. You got your batteries there. So we'll put that aside so it doesn't keep playing. And then inside, obviously, right now you just have the stage, essentially, and metal there to cover up the inside. So you go ahead and this is magnetic too, which is great. So the this metal piece is magnetic to the case, and then magnetic to the cutout display. So what we have inside is the game, some custom wood ingrained or like wood burnt drumsticks, and a Behind the Pixels hardbound book. So I'll go ahead and see if I can get these the drumsticks in here, and I don't think I will be able to. Okay, so yeah. So really it's all the way down. And this shows it's the sprite of Scott Pilgrim playing instruments, or his guitar rather. You get two of those. Obviously, the drumsticks, not drumstick. Yeah, big chompers. So, and then in here we have, and I haven't even been able to go through this fully. UPS literally just delivered this item at like 8 p.m. tonight. So, I've had very little time to go through it. So bear with me. But we have a hardbound book, Scott Pilgrim Behind the Pixels. So let's go ahead. I mean, fuck it. Let's just unbox this shit. Hannah was kind of laughing at me. I had to kind of say to myself, like, before ripping off the shrink wrap, I was just like, I'm not a reseller. I'm a goddamn collector and a goddamn gamer. I can open up the shit that I bought a year and 2 months ago. So we'll go ahead and, okay, so this is sick. I didn't expect that. So it's just straight up, okay. It's a strategy guide of the game. So it tells you all the worlds, what to do and where they are and shit like that. So that's sick as hell. fully colored, obviously. It tells there's all the shops, so all your shops in game, all the prices and whatnot. That's what I'm saying too. I mean, it's this game has been one of them, like the game and the music. Obviously, they're both very impactful to me. This whole series, very nostalgic to me. Hanging out with Drake and just pretty much obsessing over this whole series and thinking our lives were this series, which is a fucking great time. The music, Anamanaguchi, one of my favorite bands of all time. I have the vinyl of this soundtrack coming in the mail, so that's exciting. I actually got it separated from this package because it was gonna be arriving later, so I'll put that in the haul alert in the future. So we'll keep going through. This is just, I think just an ad for a digital strategy guide. We got some stickers. If you're a sticker person, I'm not personally. So these will just stay like this. I'm one of those people that has so much anxiety that I can't even put a sticker on something because I don't want to A, waste the sticker, and B, destroy the item. So yeah, there's a lot of problems in that head of mine. We got a enamel pin of the town Scott Pilgrim icon. So this is the little guy that goes from level 1 to level 2. So pretty cool there. Enamel pin. I don't really like to wear them. I have a couple.
Video
They're cool,
game.
but again, we'll probably stay right there because it just looks cooler like that. So these are cool. This is gonna be, I think, kind of trading cards or maybe trading cards, but maybe more just like, I think they're like just art cards of the evil X's. So I'm opening it up right now. So we'll go ahead and check this motherfucker out. Okay. So yeah, they're kind of like they feel like trading cards. So you got Gideon, you got Kyle and Ken, the Katayanagi twins. You got Roxy. You got Todd, Lucas Lee, Matthew Patel, and these are all the game art pixels or sprites of them, and then Gideon. So you got all 7 evil X's in the card listing there, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these motherfuckers back in, sealed in box, as the gamer in me cries and the collector in me thrives. So, I mean, this is kind of, not, I wouldn't say like, oh wow, these pictures and cardboards are so worth it, but it's just like, I don't know, the whole presentation is so unique. So I'm digging it. So I'm not gonna open these, but these are guitar picks with the Sex Bob-omb logo on it. So you got a light, medium, and hard or heavy pick for your style. So you have 3 guitar picks of those. This is pretty cool. So I forgot that this came with it, but a cassette of the soundtrack. So the Anamanaguchi soundtrack on cassette, which is a very funny media to come back and make a kick in the world. But yeah, it's got the whole goddamn soundtrack on cassette. So that's cool as hell to have. We'll probably keep it sealed because I don't even have a cassette player, nor do I intend to get one. Yeah. So, I mean, cassettes are dope, but I am not about to start collecting cassettes. I keep the cassettes I have sealed as they are because I've already wasted enough money chasing wax discs, aka vinyl. I don't need to hear mono fucking speaker ass music, so I will leave it at that. I'm gonna go ahead and seal everything back up so whenever I get to open it on my own, I get to have that fucking feel again. You know what I'm talking about, gamers. It's that goddamn feel, baby. So let me get a little ASMR going. I'm going to slide this little fucker back in there. So the other thing that I was thinking about is the game itself. So the game itself not only... excuse me. The game itself isn't just the Switch version. It's the complete edition, like the classic clamshell edition. So Quake on cassette. Now that would probably own. So this comes in a Sega Genesis style clamshell. So here's a game with the artwork inspired by the Sonic Adventure cover art. The Scott Pilgrim move is the exact move of Sonic from Sonic Adventure. So this is still sealed. But not for long. Let's crack this fucker open. And let's get involved. I almost didn't. Did you see that? I almost didn't. But this is the stream that really means something. Now, this is a long time coming. At this point, the money that I spent on it is only money that I'm going to have spent on happiness. So, a little live unsealing. Never been done before on the Elven Handjob gaming experience. So you got your classic hang tab, and this is a Genesis clamshell. So there's our artwork, which is very cool. So you got the Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, the complete edition. Oh man, it feels great to crack open a goddamn cold one, aka. Okay, so we got sealed on sealed. So inside we have the game. This is finally we get to the actual Switch version. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out. This is also sealed. It might remain sealed. I know that there's a Clash of Demon Head ticket inside here, which is pretty cool, as well as a manual. So I might open that, to be honest. I do have the game digitally. I couldn't wait any longer. So breaking the seal live honestly hurt me. Just because I'm a little fucking bitch. But boy, am I happy I did it. Because otherwise I probably never would. So I'm moving out some other chintzies. So, we just have plastic things to hold that Switch game case in place. So here's the contents of our clamshell. We have the soundtrack on CD. So this is something I was hoping to get. So this is the same soundtrack that's on cassette and that I will have on vinyl as well, by Anno Monoguchi. So now I have it on CD as well, 3 times over. We have another sticker sheet. This is the characters in the game, not the Evil X's, which is the other sticker sheet. And then we have a full-on map of Toronto. So if you ever want to go to Toronto, let me know. I'll give you this map so that you can figure out where to go. So, Toronto map. So all in all, $140 and a year and fuck, sorry, I just almost dropped my map of Toronto, aka would have been lost for eons. There we go. So yeah, all you have to do is wait a year, and then you too could have this goddamn game to come in the mail finally. So, wow. Again, at the end of the day, it is just a Switch game. So at $9.86, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, KO edition, for the Switch. That concludes the haul alert. Thank you guys for sticking around for a fucking long one. A lot of bangers in here. It was insane for me to receive not 1, but 2 items that I ordered so long ago that I forgot. Well, I never forgot because I was excited about them in the mail this entire time. But to have them come on the same day, which is a stream day, fate is funny. So that's the whole alert. Thanks, guys, for sticking around for a goddamn long one. I'm going to go on and be right back because I got to pack this shit up. And then I'll play a real game. I didn't have Bully set up, so I couldn't play Bully. So I faked it and played Elden Ring, which is Eternal Ring. So I'll be right back. Thanks, guys, for watching the Haul Alert. I will talk to you in just a few. I gotta pack up my roadie case, boys. All right.